Hello, it's Mary Pendleton, and today we're talking about the 3 Instagram content creation tools and how to make the most of each of them. Okay, so let's dig in. We're going to talk about Instagram's 3 top content creation tools, why you should be using all 3 of them, and how to streamline it so you don't get so overwhelmed. So first, let's talk about the value I see in each of the 3 content types. So first is Instagram grid posts. This may be where a lot of us are the most comfortable. It was Instagram's original content, and they're great. They're long-term, they're searchable if you're using hashtags, which you should be. And they live on in your feed, and your audience is able to save them. They're able to share them. They can go back to them again and again, which makes them super powerful. The best type of content that I suggest for these types of posts is really value-packed posts, right? Things that your audience finds highly useful and highly shareable. The second type of post we're going to talk about is Reels posts. These are kind of new on Instagram. They're 15-second video posts, and they can be shared to the grid or they can live on their own in the Reels tab. They're great for snappy how-tos, have to keep them really concise, but they keep your audience really engaged. They're also great for silly, entertaining videos. And they're actually preferred by the algorithm these days because they're new, and Instagram loves when we use new tools they provide for us. Don't forget to use hashtags on these Reels posts. They're still super effective, and you can copy them over to your story, and they're super, super fun. And the last type of post is Instagram stories. Now, this is where you get super personal with your content. You build those really authentic relationships. You show a lot of behind the scenes stuff. And one great thing about Reels is that they're super engageable, right? Instagram gives us all these tools to help people really engage quickly on our stories, whether it's the polls, the quizzes, the sliders, things like that, the DM me button, right? Instagram stories are great for helping people get involved in your posts very easily. They don't have to think of a whole sentence to type out. They can easily engage with those little sticker buttons and really helps boost engagement overall. So why use all 3 types of posts? Well, even though there are 3 main ways of sharing value on Instagram, there's only one algorithm. And when you get engagement on your Instagram stories, the algorithm takes note and starts showing them more of your grid posts. When someone saves or shares your grid post, they're going to start seeing more of your stories or more of your reels. They play off of each other, and it really helps to drive more views across all of your posts. So you might be wondering, how do I streamline it all? How do I not get burned out? How do I find a balance between all these different types of creating content on Instagram? So let me just share my approach with you. I post to my stories at least once a day. Pictures of what I'm up to, things I'm eating, something I've purchased, a checklist of my day's tasks, and then, kind of tick them off throughout the day. Honestly, post boring stuff here. People love boring because it's relatable. Just how Seinfeld was a show about nothing and everybody loved it. That's what we're thinking here. Keep your stories super basic and generic and authentic to stuff that you're actually doing throughout the day. People will connect with you. So I do that every day. For my grid, I post 3 times a week. I try and provide really clear value. These are how-tos, these are whys, these are, listicle type of things. Provide clear, really high quality content, but only 3 times a week. And some of my grid posts are copied over from my reels, and some of them are just static images or carousel type of posts that have longer captions. And then lastly, don't forget to cross-post. Anytime you create a grid or a reel post, make sure you share it to your stories. You're going to get a lot more visibility that way. People who only watch stories will be able to see all of your content. You'll drive a lot of traffic between the 2. Now, if you want to learn more, I have a couple of resources for you. First of all, I have another YouTube video all about Instagram Reels for business. So this includes exactly how to get started, a few strategies for optimizing Instagram Reels for business owners. It will really help you dive in if you are too scared to do a reel right now. So hop over there. I'll put the link in the comments. Now, also, I have an Instagram Story Hero toolkit. This is a great intro toolkit for people who have never done stories before, or you're not sure how to do Instagram stories for businesses. If you feel like it's a little too personal, it includes 100 Instagram story prompts. It includes tiny bite-sized tutorials of how to utilize all the different parts of stories, how to find the best Instagram GIFs, and there's actually so much more. So I'm going to put the link for that down in the description. So make sure you check that out. I'm so excited for you all to just dive in and utilize these 3 parts of the Instagram platform. Thanks. Bye.